Now Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Rodgers again now. And he rifles one incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers out to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 41 yards. Lambeau field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll drop it underneath here to Snell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Packers now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. And it's complete to Adams. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rodgers now on first down. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm a
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Roethlisberger's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Completion here to Claypool. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Ben going to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
He's got him in. Complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Rodgers, being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. 2nd and 20. Now Roethlisberger connecting with Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Harris starts the drive on the ground and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 59 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled, because we're in OT. This is big time.
6 yards left on 2nd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Unbelievable.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right.
That was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Steps away to his left. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs.